Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? I hope all of you and everyone around you is safe and healthy. I am your English teacher. I am here with a new chapter. Students, we are on chapter number 9, The Thrush Girl. This is second session of this chapter. In the first session, we read about a girl who wanted to understand animals' language. First, she learned thrush's language to her grandmother. Then she learned to understand moles. Learning animals' language was very helpful for her. After understanding the moles and thrushes, she wished to her grandmother for learning bees. Okay, students, let's begin to know more about the story. Students, as usual, first I'll read a paragraph, then I'll explain it in English and Urdu. And before explaining, I'll tell you meaning of difficult words. Let's begin. Now she wanted to understand the language of the bees too. Her grandmother could not help her. You know more than I know, she said. You must learn to talk with bees in your own way. This paragraph states that after learning the thrushes and moles, now the girls wanted to understand the bees. This time, her grandmother was not able to help her. She said, "You know more than me. You have to learn bees' language in your own way." Students, now I'll explain this paragraph in Urdu. इस मर्तबा वो लड़की बीस की ज़बान सीखना चाहती थी, लेकिन इस मामले में उसकी ग्रैंड मदर उसकी हेल्प नहीं कर सकती थी। उन्होंने कहा, तुम मुझसे ज़्यादा जानती हो, अब बीस से बातें करना तुम्हें अपने तरीके से सीखना होगा। लेट्स मूव ऑन। So the little girl was very kind to the bees. She no longer ate honey but left it in the hives. And after a little while she could understand exactly what the bees were saying. And one day she went to her mother and said, "Prop up the fruit trees in the orchard and lock the windows tight, for there will be a great storm tonight." Students, prop up means to stop something from falling or to give support or help to somebody or something. This paragraph states that when the girl's grandmother said to her that you have to learn bees' language by your own self, she was very kind to the bees. For a long time, she didn't eat honey, even didn't take it out from the hive. And after some time, she was able to understand the bees. One day she said to her mother to give support to the fruit trees in the orchard and close the windows tightly because it will be great storm tonight. Okay students, now I'll explain this paragraph in Urdu. वो लड़की बीस की लैंग्वेज सीखने के लिए उनके साथ बहुत रहमदिली से पेश आने लगी। उसने काफ़ी अरसे तक हनी नहीं खाया और ना ही उसे मक्खियों के छत्ते से निकाला, और कुछ अरसे बाद ही वो बीस की लैंग्वेज समझने लगी। एक दिन वो अपनी मदर के पास आई और उसने कहा, बाग के तमाम फ्रूट ट्रीज को सहारा दें और विंडोज को टाइटली बंद कर दें क्योंकि आज रात एक बड़ा तूफान आने वाला है। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, लेट्स मूव ऑन। And that very evening a mighty wind rose up and ruined all the houses. The trees bowed and broke, and there was great distress in the land. Only the orchard in which the little girl lived stood upright, and not a tree was harmed. Other people grew so angry that they said, "The child is bewitched. We will burn her." The people came running from every side with dry branches to build a great fire. The little girl stood on top of the pile of branches and called, "Thrushes, thrushes, help me now." Students, mighty means extremely or possessing great or impressive power or strength, especially because of size. Ruin means destruct or collapse. Distress means extreme anxiety, sorrow, or pain. Pile means a heap of things laid or lying one on top of another. This paragraph states that when the girl told to her mother about the storm in the same day, extremely wind blew and destroyed all the houses. All the trees of the town bent and broke. All the people were very angry and upset. Only girl's orchard stood upright. When people saw it, they grew angry and again said, "The girl is bewitched." This time they decided to burn her. For this purpose, people came from every side with dry branches. They built a great fire to burn her. When the girl stood on the heap of dry branches, she called thrushes for her help. Okay students, now I'll explain this paragraph in Urdu. जब लिटिल गर्ल ने अपनी मदर को आने वाले तूफान के बारे में बताया तो उसकी मदर ने तमाम एहतियाती तदाबीर इख्तियार कर ली और उसी शाम तेज़ हवाएं चलना शुरू हो गईं और तमाम घर तबाह हो गए। तमाम दरख्त टूट गए और कुछ टेढ़े होकर झुक गए। वहाँ के लोग बहुत अफसरदा थे। सिर्फ उस लड़की का बाग सही था और एक भी दरख्त को नुकसान नहीं पहुंचा था। लोग ये देखकर बहुत गुस्सा हुए। उन्होंने उस लड़की को फिर बेविष्ट कहा और इस मर्तबा ये फैसला किया कि हम इस लड़की को जला देंगे। इस मकसद के लिए हर तरफ से लोग ड्राई ब्रांचेस लेकर आए ताकि वो एक बड़ी आग तैयार कर सकें। और जब वो लड़की उन खुश्क शाखों के ढेर पर खड़ी हुई थी तो उसने अपनी मदद के लिए थ्रशेस को पुकारा। Okay students, let's move on to know how did thrushes help her. The people could not understand what she was saying, for it was in bird language. But the thrushes understood her, and in their thousands they flew down and each plucked a twig from the fire. The little girl was soon standing on the grass, and there was no more firewood to be seen. She ran happily home and cried, "Father, mother, the birds have set me free." Okay students, pluck means take hold of something and quickly remove it from its place. This paragraph states that when the girl was calling thrushes, people could not understand what she was saying because she was speaking in birds' language. Only thrushes could understand her. And after a while, thousands of thrushes came down and each picked up the twig from the fire. Soon all the branches disappeared and the little girl was standing on the grass. She happily went to her home and told to her parents that birds helped me to set free. Okay students, now I'll explain this paragraph in Urdu. जब उस लड़की ने थ्रशेस को बुलाया तो लोग समझ नहीं सके कि वो क्या कह रही है क्योंकि वो बर्ड्स की लैंग्वेज में बोल रही थी। लेकिन थ्रशेस उसकी ज़बान समझ गईं और कुछ ही लम्हों में वहाँ हज़ारों की तादाद में थ्रशेस उड़कर आ गईं और हर थ्रश ने एक एक शाख को उठा लिया। जल्द ही वहाँ से ट्विग्स का ढेर ख़त्म हो गया और वो गर्ल घास पर खड़ी थी। वो खुशी खुशी भागती हुई अपने घर गई और अपने वालिदैन को बताया कि परिंदों ने उसकी मदद की है वहाँ से आज़ाद होने में। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, लेट्स मूव ऑन। Oh, how happy they were! But their joy did not last long, for the king's soldiers knocked at the door. Open, they cried. We have come to fetch the girl. She was taken to the marketplace, and there stood a man with a great gleaming axe. Your head must come off, he said. Kneel down and stretch out your neck. The little girl did as she was told. But as she laid her head on the block, she cried in loud voice, "Bees, bees, help me now." Students, fetch means go for and bring back someone or something. Gleaming means reflecting light on a smooth surface because of its cleanliness or polished. This paragraph states that when girl came back to her home, her parents were very happy. But their joy was very short, as king's soldiers came to their house to take the girl with them. They took her to the marketplace, and there was a man who had a very shiny axe. He said to the girl, "Your head must be cut off." He ordered her to kneel down and stretch out her neck. The little girl did as per instructions, but when she put her neck on the block, she called bees for her help. Okay students, now I'll explain this paragraph in Urdu. जब वो लड़की अपने घर पहुंची तो उसके वालिदैन बहुत खुश हुए, लेकिन उनकी ये खुशी ज़्यादा देर बरकरार नहीं रह सकी क्योंकि उस लड़की को लेने किंग के सिपाही आ गए थे। उन्होंने दरवाज़ा खटखटाया और कहा कि हम इस लड़की को लेने आए हैं। इसके बाद वो उस लड़की को लेकर मार्केट प्लेस पर आए, जहां पर एक आदमी था जिसके पास एक चमकती हुई कुल्हाड़ी थी। उसने उस लड़की से कहा कि अब तुम्हारा सर उतर जाना चाहिए। उसने लड़की को नीज पर झुकने के लिए कहा और एक ब्लॉक पर अपना सर रखने को कहा। लड़की ने ऐसा ही किया, लेकिन जब उसने ब्लॉक पर सर रखा तो जोर से चीखने लगी और चीख चीख कर कहने लगी, "बीस बीस, मेरी मदद करो।" Students, this is the end of today's lecture. Inshallah, we will complete this chapter in the next session to know how did bees help the girl and how they freed her from king's soldiers. Now move towards exercise. Students, we have done one question of exercise A in the first session of this chapter. Now there is one more question. Question is, why do you think the people were so against the girl? Answer is, people thought she is possessed by magic or she has turned into a witch. Students, now you can see exercise C2 on your screen and it's on page number 77 of your book. Write the opposites of the following words. First is shut, and opposite of this word is open. Lock, unlock. Happily, sadly. Harmed, unharmed. Gain, loss. Best, worst. Students, read this chapter thoroughly. First make index, then do question number 2 of exercise A and exercise C2 in your English literature copy. You also have to learn this work. Inshallah, we will complete this chapter in the next session. Thank you. Till then, take care of yourself and your family. Allah Hafiz.